Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism, and this video is sponsored by contribution from Angela. And no, not that Angela, a different Angela. But I am going to give a general contribution, which I am going to use coincidentally for this video. Fourth grade teacher charged with rape of 12-year-old Tennessee boy. Multiple victims possible, police say. An elementary school teacher in Tennessee was charged with rape after police said she sexually assaulted a 12-year-old boy and was reportedly grooming other young boys online via video games. Alyssa D. McCommon, 38, who teaches fourth grade at Charger Academy in Covington, was arrested at her home by the Covington Police Department Friday on allegations of sexual misconduct with multiple juveniles in multi-jurisdictional investigation, police said. Part of the Tipton County School District, the school is located in West Tennessee in the Mississippi Delta region. Covington is about 40 miles northeast of Memphis. McCommon, a mother of two, who police say lives in Covington, is charged with one felony count of rape of a child. Tipton County General Sessions Court records show. I wonder if she had gotten pregnant from the 12-year-old, if the 12-year-old would have been responsible for child support. Yeah, we already know he would. Teachers are not heroes. In a Facebook post, Covington police said additional charges are pending in the case. McCommon was booked into the county jail Friday, posted $25,000 bond on Saturday, a jail spokesperson told USA Today. And that's pretty freaking low. She is slated to appear before a judge on the case Wednesday, a court clerk said. Tipton County Assistant Superintendent Rebecca Bird said in a statement McCommon was suspended without pay from her position on August 24th, the same day the allegations were brought to light. Well, at least they did the right thing there. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all those who may have been affected by the events as outlined by law enforcement, Bird wrote. McCommon's name was not listed on the school's website Tuesday. Multiple juvenile victims have come forth. According to a criminal complaint obtained by USA Today, detectives were tipped off about the rape when Tennessee Department of Children's Services contacted police regarding reported sexual misconduct between McCommon and a former student now age 16. The student, who was 12 and in 7th, she just likes 12-year-olds. I mean, that must just be her thing. Just prepubescent, right before pubescent boys. That is just her thing, the sick bitch. The student, who was 12 and in 7th grade at the time of the alleged rape, and his parents met with police on August 24th, and the boy told detectives he spent the night in McCommon's house several years back, according to the affidavit. At some point that night, the boy said, McCommon woke him up and sexually assaulted him. Police said multiple juvenile victims also came forward, claiming McCommon befriended them and began playing video games with them online. McCommon reportedly communicated with boys through cell phone, social media apps, and allegedly sent inappropriate photographs and requested sexual relations with the victims, police said. During an interview with detectives, police said McCommon admitted to communicating inappropriately with former students. Exposed to similar circumstances, detectives with the Tipton County Sheriff's Office, also involved in the investigation, began working jointly with police after receiving information regarding other victims exposed to similar circumstances outside the Covington city limits. In a Facebook post, police said they do not believe any of the alleged activities took place on school campus. What does it matter? It matters a little bit, but who cares? Additional details were not released by law enforcement in an effort to protect the victims' identities, police said. Covington Police Chief Donna Turner said detectives continue to investigate what she called terrible exploitation and abuse of young boys. I mean, at least I'm glad they're taking it seriously. I'm just glad none of these boys got her pregnant. We expect to also develop the investigation to determine accountability of other adults in the case, including those who are aware of the abuse and those who allowed and provided locations for such illegal acts to occur, Turner said. I am thankful for the continued assistance by Tipton County school officials during this investigation. Turner said she also spoke with the U.S. Attorney's Office and is pursuing any appropriate federal charges related to sexual exploitation of the victims through cell phones, inappropriate relations, and activities across jurisdictional state lines. We will prosecute this case to the fullest and will continue to support the victims and their families during all aspects of the investigation, Turner said. Defense attorney McCommon is innocent. A Tipton County General Sessions Court clerk said McCommon did not have an attorney on record, but Jeer Mason told WREG he represents her and she is innocent. Mason, a defense attorney based in Covington, could not be immediately reached by USA Today Tuesday because his secretary said he was in court. But he released this statement to the outlet. What we're asking is that the public be patient and allow the justice system to do its job and not create further persecution on the alleged victims or the family of the defendant. Anyone with information about this case is asked to contact the Covington Police or Tipton County's Sheriff's Office. I'm glad they're finally, they're starting to take these seriously. But my question is here, even though these boys are victims, obviously, what if one of them had gotten her pregnant? They'd be on the hook for child support. They'd have to pay arrears. And if they didn't pay, they'd go to jail. They'd lose their driver's license, they'd go to jail, they'd be denied employment, maybe they can't get into college. Because she's targeting 12-year-olds. The other story I read was a 12-year-old that was raped. This is a 38-year-old. I don't know what a 38-year-old woman, what any 38-year-old man or woman would want with a fucking 12-year-old. You got to pay attention to what's going on in these schools. You have to, because they are inundated with degenerates and perverts. And women who are trying to relive their high school years, their middle school years. Women who hate women who hate young girls. So you know what I think motivates a lot of this, and I've said this. It's the 38-year-old woman hates women so much and hates girls so much, she wants to take boys away from them. She wants to be more desirable than a 12. She sees a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old girl as competition. No different, and obviously this is borderline personality disorder, once again. No different than how so many of your borderline mothers, ladies who follow me and subscribe to me, no different than how your borderline mother saw you as direct competition sexually, emotionally, for men, boyfriends, accusing you of being a whore, a slut, trying to steal their boyfriend as they're trying to ride the cock carousel, and in a lot of cases, accusing you of being sexually inappropriate with your own father, that, the attention that the father gives over the mother, it's all competition. And this is just easy. This is like low-hanging fruit for the borderline, the schools. That's why so many of these degenerates are drawn to being school teachers. Because you can go and do shit like this and then still be, I'm a hero. All teachers are heroes. Bullshit. A lot of these teachers don't teach because of a love of students or a love of children. They're teaching for their own agenda. Thank God. One of these kids didn't get her pregnant. Or who knows, she already has 2 kids. Who knows who the real father is? Like, who knows? What an embarrassment. Could you imagine your mother being arrested for sleeping with 12-year-olds? I don't know what's worse. Having your mother it is worse having your mother sleep with 12-year-olds or having your mother be on OnlyFans and, doing freaking porn for money. These women are out of hand. They're out of pocket, and especially in the school system. Homeschool your children if you can. But you better know who's teaching your kids. Especially boys. Don't think because you got boys that they're safe. Hell no. These predatory women are everywhere. Borderline personality disorder is an epidemic in the schools. It's an epidemic. I'm glad they suspended her right away. That's hard to do. Oh, you don't usually see that with tenure, because tenure protects the borderline teacher. Borderline personality disorder is an epidemic in the school systems. Know who your teachers are. Ask your kids if they're online, if they're playing games. Do any of your teachers ever play games with you? What is this 38-year-old? I don't play video games. I don't. But even if I did, I wouldn't be playing them with children. Jesus. Ask your kids. Look at what your kids are doing. And I know it's tough. It's better if you're a single parent or if you're a 2-income household where, you're basically leaving the school systems to raise your kids and you don't know who's talking to them or what they're doing. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to Angela for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this as someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care.